This is Reading Instruction and Children's Books. I am Kate Todd. We will now discuss qualitative leveling systems. Last week we explored several numeric leveling systems. Numeric systems have the advantage of being easy to use, relying on formulas, calculations, and computers. These systems use word length or word lists plus sentence length to generate a readability score. This illustration will remind you of the formula for SMOG reading level calculations.
However, as we have discussed, several elements of a text are not easily evaluated by a numeric system. Some that have been mentioned are interest level, required background knowledge, and maturity of narrative content. These do not always correlate with word difficulty and sentence length. It is important to consider additional elements when recommending books for a young reader, such as the boy pictured here. This week we will look at qualitative leveling systems. These systems all require a person to read the text, as the woman in the illustration is doing, then assign the book to a level. Qualitative leveling does not lend itself to computerized or computational analysis. There are several types of qualitative leveling systems that librarians may encounter. Commercial leveling systems are designed to support school reading programs. One commercial reading system that is popular in the United States is Fontes-Pinnell Guided Reading, often referred to as F&P, which is designed for students in grades K to 6. Fontes-Pinnell divides books into reading gradients with letters from A to Z. A is the easiest level. Z is the most difficult. These three book covers show a range of levels from Frog and Toad Are Friends, level K, to The Lemonade Trick, level Q, to Catherine Called Birdie, level X. Librarians may also be familiar with qualitative leveling systems designed by publishers and assigned to books written for emergent readers. The author of the book, Text Complexity, tells us on page 36 that quantitative, which I have called numeric, reading formulas are notoriously unreliable for works designed for beginning readers. Several publishers of beginning readers have designed their own leveling systems to distinguish the easiest from the slightly more difficult. Here is an example of criteria for the 5 levels in the Random House Step Into Reading series. Publishers usually place a large number on the cover of the book to indicate that where it fits in their leveling system, as shown by the selection of easy readers in this picture. Some public and school libraries have also designed leveling systems to differentiate among books, particularly those for emergent readers. These systems often use colors to distinguish the different levels. This handwritten color-coded chart describes one of these systems designed for young students. Levels for books that have been graded by commercial leveling systems can often be found in online databases. For example, F&P guided reading levels are included, when available, in Scholastic Book Wizard. Here is the logo that you may recall from our earlier assignment. Let me show you how to use this database to find guided reading levels. Go to the web page using the URL scholastic.com/bookwizard. Under the heading Find and Level Books with BookWizard, there are 3 tabs: All Books, Similar Books, and Reading Level. Select Reading Level. In the next row, there are 4 radio buttons. Select the radio button for guided reading. This will activate drop-down arrows in the next row for the lowest and highest level you wish to search for. If you want to look for books with only one gradient, select the same letter with both drop-down arrows. I have selected Level F in both combo boxes. Below the selected levels is an orange Find button. Click on the Find button. A new page opens. In this case, it says we found 507 items. For each of the items, a picture of the cover is displayed with the title and the author next to it. Other information displayed includes interest level, guided reading, genre, reading motivation program, and free resources. Since we searched for books with guided reading level F, that is the guided reading level for each displayed item. You can use this list of books to select titles in your collection that have Fontes Pinel level F. For your assignment this week, select a qualitative leveling system. It could be Fontes and Pinel or another commercial system, a publisher-designed system for beginner books, or a system designed by a library. Select a level within the system and find a list of criteria used to describe that level. How many criteria are there? List all the criteria associated with the level. Find 4 books that match the level you selected. Read and compare the books. Do all of the books meet all of the criteria that you listed for that level? Are any criteria present in every book? In your report, list the leveling system, the level you selected, the criteria, and your evaluation of how they were applied. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me.